Hey out there, hardcore boar enthusiasts. Well, today we're going to be working on the latest iteration of Druid Looks Like a Lady, who is level 4, and obviously is going to be spending some quality time beating up boars. What more could you ask for? What more could you ask for? That might be a good name for a title. What more could you ask for? I'll think about that. I changed my mind. Hadn't figured out a title for this one. So how are you guys all doing? I want to mention and pay homage, and I'm sorry, I don't remember the fellow's name. There is another fellow right now I've got nothing on him. He has done a very major hardcore boar type of deal. And that one is, he started off self-bound and changed it to not self-bound. I totally understand why he did that. Totally get it. Started with a dwarven rope, which I think made a lot of sense. You know, you've got the leather, and you've got a lot of evasion techniques and such. And I'll tell you, I check out his videos. You'll find them if you're looking. And he did it based, of course, on the 1 to 60 board challenge, which was based on the South Park episode, Not Warcraft, where that's where the fellows in the story hung out until they were, in the forest killing boars until they were high enough level to take on the big bad guy. Which, thanks to that and sort of 1,000 truths, they were eventually successful. If you haven't seen the episode of South Park I'm talking about, I'm not a big South Park fan, I'm going to tell you that right now. But they have their moments, and that was definitely their moment. They wanted an Emmy for it, as they should have, as they definitely deserve to. Guess I should stop to take a drink here, eh? Alright. If everything goes the way that I would like things to go in this particular episode, then I would hope that we hit level 6 and that we have enough money to go to Stormwind and get our spells and our legendary and our skinning. Now, I don't know how I'll feel at that moment. I might just feel like coming back here. We know we can do here up to level 8. And the skinning and the leatherworking doesn't help as long as you're in here killing level 3 boars, because you don't get to skin those. So. I have not yet put on a board counter. I know there's a way to do that. How's this compared to what I have? It's not good. Okay. Didn't think so. Just want to make sure. While training goes first, and training and dealt with are high on the list. They're a little bit lower on the list, especially while I'm in here and can't use them anyway. So I might, because there's the things I need money for, okay? I need money for bags. I need money for better armor. There's the level 5 stuff that you can buy once you're level 5, obviously. And for bags, for armor, for training, for professions, possibly for healing potions. That's basically my needs. And yeah, we have tried going with ninja treasure boxes. Will I do that today? I might. Maybe once I hit level 5, I'll think about that, because the aggro range is smaller, and of course I'm trying very hard to avoid anything that is not a boar. You know, accidents will happen, but... Space. Take that. Here, have a stick. Something I'll probably upgrade is that staff a little bit. I can't really give you anything yet. I can heal you. You don't really need healing. Here, you don't need it either, but let's give it to you anyway. One thing I gotta say about that other fellow, and I'm really sorry I can't remember his name. He joined a guild that was an all-boar guild, and they actually did events together and stuff. And I think that is just uber cool. And because he wasn't self-found, you know, they were able to help him out and that sort of thing. And I think that's really in the spirit of the game. One thing about doing the self-found thing and what I'm doing here is this is it's a pretty solitary game, you know. Other than you folks out there watching this, which yeah, okay, so there's not a huge number of you doing that. You know, I did have one video that was viewed by 70 people, and it's like, that's pretty good. My other channel, I'm quite happy with. Put out a video and was showing some melting brass to make medallions, and that actually fairly popular video. It was between 4 and 5 views, so I was actually pretty happy about it. Picked up a couple of memberships, you know, that kind of thing, and that was a happy thing. So it tells me that maybe the metal melting is something that people are interested in watching. I don't know. Is there anything that I could integrate or do with this channel that you think would enhance it? You know, I'm open to suggestion. I mean, you know, I'm willing to look at really goofy things. Do I have that one already? I do. Alright, a little bit more, and then we're going to go cash in our massive pile of stuff. Nothing. That's of course this boar was so kind as to drop it back. That was just, you know, would you think of doing that? Okay, let's see. Does he drop a bag for us? No. I mean, he dropped leather gloves. Oh. And I did not have gloves up until now. So, hey, I'm not going to complain. That's something. Well, and now we're loaded up. Well, let's go unload. I am not level 5 yet, so I can't use the level 5 armor yet. That's okay. I'm alright. You know, I wonder how long it would take if I decided I wanted to stay in this area until I had earned, I don't know what, a gold? 2 gold? Obviously, I would no longer be getting experience for anything.
Interest ya in a pint?
There, I feel my crappy stuff. Hey, we're starting to get somewhere.
Off with you.
4 silver. And we've only got 6 bars to go to level 5. I actually think the bags are more important than the armor. Obviously, they'll be coming for when I leave the start area. But the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking I won't even get my skinning and my leatherworking yet. The only thing I can do with it is make light armor kits. Again, that means I have to be in those areas, which I don't want to do. So, long way of saying, I think it makes more sense. I might just very well stay here in max out this area. And it's nice and safe. And if you think it's boring, well, that's basically the point a little bit. You know, I'll tell you guys to stay bored for a reason. I understand that you're bored when you're watching this. I never said this would be an exciting thing. It might be an interesting thing because of the sheer stupidity of it, which I'm never opposed to trying something stupid. It's not in a Darwin way, if you know what I mean by that. Bird's acting funny here. That's better. little over 2 bars. We might just make this a short and sweet episode and cap it at level 5.
I need to get closer.
It's not like the warrior's charge. Really here you have to actually be standing casting the spells. I mean, you know, that's something to get used to. Better boots now. So that's good. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, the stuff you can find, I mean, the stuff you can buy is slightly better. It's not better by enormous amounts. It's better by a small amount. So, you know, is that going to be the thing that makes the difference? Maybe. I don't know. Not as long as you're staying armor is not particularly... The biggest thing about getting armor, there we go. I don't know. Let's stay playing a little bit more, even if I don't level from there. Let's see. Now, when I play a normal character, finish the start area, and then hit level 6, which is so long after finishing the start area. It's only dropped 10 experience points. That's actually not bad. It would take me about an hour usually. Now, obviously, even just for that swimming journey, that increases the time substantially. An hour and 33 minutes. So, and I mean, truthfully, a large percentage of that was spent on that. At least the 33 minutes was not for. So, and of course, leveling with just killing boars is going to be slower than questing, and like I said, a lot of times because it was boar related. We can do boar basted ribs or whatever, because that's boar related as well. One that I'm looking forward to doing, I'll have to look up on to see the levels and everything. Elwyn Forest Princess. You know, Princess, I am looking forward to that one. Did my taxes today. It was painful. But not as painful as I thought it might be. I owe money, which is not a surprise because I get this one thing every year and they never tax it enough, so I end up having to pay it back. But really, the amount, it wasn't bad. And I did have some charitable donations that helped me pay back by like $1,000. It was like a big difference, actually. That. Armor class 2 better than that, so there you go. got one more slot open. Sitting at 2 bars, 10% of the way to level 6. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hang out here until I'm level 8. I might go to Caroline in order to get bags. And if I really have nothing else to do, I could get some armor, but this area here, the armor isn't very meaningful. The bags are meaningful. The bags are always meaningful. Alright, let's go back and sell our stuff. Come back again. And actually, I think probably what we'll do is we'll go and we'll sell our stuff, and then we're going to call it a game for today. And we'll be ready to go level 5. Go kill some more boars, possibly go buy a couple of bags. And we're going to hang out here until we don't get experience anymore. And then we're going to try going, we'll go and we'll get the spells in Stormwind, we'll get that all checked out, but then we're going to hang out in Dunmorrow, I think is probably
What's on your mind?
best place to do this. There we go, 5.84. Alright, well,
What's your back?
Kelsapries, we survived all the level 3 boars that weren't going to aggro anyway. Not in any hurry to go someplace where they are going to be more difficult. And short but sweet, thanks for staying, for tuning in to Hardcore Boar. And as usual, stay bored.